Hello everyone, CatWeazle here, welcome to the channel and welcome back to our playthrough of Arkham Horror 2nd edition, where we're playing the horror at the museum, and we're just about to start episode 10. I'm not aware of any errors from episode 9, so we will crack on with the upkeep phase, and our first investigator for this turn is Jenny Barnes. And here we are with Jenny Barnes. First things first, trust fund. But does she get to keep it? We've got a roll. Alright, so we need a 4, 5 or a 6. Otherwise she's got to pay $1 to the bank. And she's got to pay $1 to the bank. Bummer. But the important thing is she does have $2. Because she is going to Arkham Asylum, and she's going to spend that $2 to get her sanity back to 6. Okay. She doesn't need to move any of her sliders. That means she's got a free focus. And she's going to use all of that focus to unexhaust Brazier of Souls. Some point she might want to hand that over to somebody like Hank. But as it stands, got nobody near her, she can't trade, so she'll keep that, and that is it for her, I believe. Okay, next up is Diana Stanley. And here we are with Diana. One thing to note, she is back up to 4 sanity. We did get a gate last turn, so Dark Insight kicked in, and she was able to get a sanity back that she'd used on casting Find Gate. Okay, right. First things first, we've got to roll for that lovely blessing. Come on, Diana. Oh, I can't believe that just bounced out. A 3. She keeps it. Okay, right. Put it on the 6, just to remind the die what it should always land on. And okay, so she's rolled for a blessing. What's she going to do this turn? Well, I think she's going to go up to the Rivertown streets. In order to do that, she needs 3 movement points. So we'll move her speed up to 3. And unfortunately, it'd be nice if she could get to the general store and not be stood out in the streets because of that servitor of the outer gods that's in the sky. But we're just going to have to risk it for a biscuit. I want her to get that clue in the Black Cave, and she could do that by casting Vision Quest from the Rivertown streets. The other good thing about the Rivertown streets, it's only 3 movement from there into the science building. So if she manages to do that, then she can turn this in for another 2 clues, and she'll have 6 clues. And then she can shut and seal a gate, if she can get in one before Ran to Goth wakes up. So that's the plan. She has got another focus. It says 1 there, but she gets an extra 1 from her completed personal story. Do we want to change anything else? I don't think so. Everything else looks okay to me. Want to keep a look up. I've got a little plan to help her out as well, just in case we do get a cultist coming out. So, yeah, she's going to Rivertown streets, and that's it for her. Next up, Charlie Kane. And here we are with Charlie. Okay, now, he does have a blessing, but we don't have to roll the die just yet. He only got it last turn. You get a turn's grace, so we don't have to roll for his blessing just yet. Right, we're in a bit of a bind with Charlie. He has got 1 sanity, but I think we can risk it for another turn, because he also has this gate trophy, and he's at the science building. Can turn that in for 2 clues, which will give him 3. And, you know, we're not going to win. I very much doubt we're going to win, but we've got to try. We have to try and win, and we're only going to do that if we get clues. So he's going to turn that in for a couple of clues. So he's not actually going to move anywhere. He's going to stay at the science building, and we can still move our sliders a bit though. I'm going to keep his speed and sneak on 3 because he's going to need that movement anyway eventually. But I'm going to move his fight down 1. Remember, we're getting +1 will from Ryan Dean and +1 will from his skill. So that's just 4 and 4 on his fighting will, and I think that's pretty good. But we're also going to move his law up to 2. The reason for that is just want his law to be a bit better, just in case we do get a law check. 3 looks fine. I moved it up to 4 when he was in another world, but yeah, 2 and 3 will be pretty good. So that's his 2 focus dealt with. Can't think of anything else. He's just going to turn in that gate for a couple of clues. So that is it for Charlie Kane. And here we are with Hank. What's Hank going to do? Well, first of all, we're going to move a slider. We need somebody to be able to move around the board. So his speed is going up to 5. I want his sneak very low. If we get more Hounds of Tinderloss, or he's out in a street, for example, having the lowest sneak means you're the most likely to get attacked. And if anybody's going to be attacked, we'd prefer it to be Hank. Now, he's not going to finish in a street location this turn. He's actually going to go to the general store and just have a normal encounter. The reason for that is he's sort of waiting for a monster to sort of pop out. But I don't want him in the streets because he won't get an encounter. There's a reason for Diana to end her turn in the streets, because she can cast Vision Quest and get the Black Cave clue. But Hank, you know, he may as well have an encounter and he can get to the general store. The good thing about general store encounters is you've got a chance of getting money, but you've also a chance of getting common items just through the encounter, a normal encounter. And you never know, we might get the motorcycle or something and he'd be able to hand it on to somebody else. Also, to get there, he'll have to go through the Rivertown streets. Diana will already be in the Rivertown streets, and he's not going to give her... I thought about giving her the shotgun, but I'm planning on her not actually... You know, we're gambling that she's not actually going to have to fight anything. Bit of a gamble with the Servitor of the Elder Gods in the sky, but we've had quite a lot of square monster movement. And so long as we don't get a gate burst, I'm just gambling that we're not going to get any more. Yeah? So he's not going to give her the shotgun, but he is going to give her the Lucky Rabbit's Foot. That is +1 to luck checks. So if we do get a cultist, she's got an extra card there to give her an extra die, should she have to roll on the cultist and try and avoid and be devoured with the luck check. That gives her an extra die. So I think that's a good call. We'll give her that, the Lucky Rabbit's Foot. Alright, so other than that, that's it for Hank. That's it for the upkeep phase. Next up is the movement phase. And here we are at the movement phase with Jenny. So she's going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. Arkham Asylum for Jenny. Okie dokie. Next up is Diana Stanley. And here we are with Diana. She's got 3 movement. She's going to go 1, 2, 3 to Rivertown. Let's just move up to Rivertown because she's still got something to do. And here we are, Rivertown streets. What is she going to do? She's going to cast Vision Quest. So there we go, Vision Quest. That's going to cost her a sanity. but it has a cost modifier of +0. So we're just rolling a flat law, which is 5. That's including her skill, and it's 5 blessed dice. Of which 2 miss. The thing completely. And yeah, but we got a 6. So we have passed. So after we've done that, clue tokens that are on the board in the current neighbourhood become hers, and there's one in the black cave there. So she's now got 4 clues. So excellent. That is it for Diana. Next up is Charlie. And here we are with Charlie. He's not going anywhere. He's staying here in the science building. Okie dokie. So we can move on to Hank. And here we are with Hank. He's in South Church. He's got 5 movement points. So 1, 2, 3. Then he's going to trade with Diana. And he's going to give her the lucky rabbit's foot. And I've decided that Diana's actually going to give something to Hank. And she's going to give him the obsidian statue. I think that'll be very useful. That's going to cost him a sanity, however, because obviously he's receiving a unique item, so that puts him down to 2 sanity. But I think we can get him to Arkham Asylum to get at least a sanity back for free, you know, while he's waiting for some monsters to kill. Alright, but he hasn't finished his movement, so he's going to go into the general store. Right, that's it for Hank. That's it for the movement phase. Next up is the Arkham encounter phase. And here we are at the Arkham encounter phase, and Jenny. She's not going to do a downtown location card, she's going to do the box text. So psychiatric care, instead of having an encounter here, you may recover sanity by receiving psychiatric care. You may either regain 1 sanity for free, or pay $2 to restore your sanity to its maximum value. So she's going to pay $2, and she's going to get 4 sanity back. So she's back to 6 sanity. Whoa! Roller coaster it's been for Jenny with her sanity, but she's back up to 6 now. Alright, next up, Diana Stanley. And here we are with Diana. She will not be having an encounter because she's in a street area, but she will be spending the rest of the turn looking rather nervously up at the sky. Alright, that's it for Diana. Next up, it's Charlie. And here we are with Charlie at the science building. He's not going to have a Miskatonic University location card. He is also going to do the box text underneath science building. Dissection. Instead of having an encounter here, you may spend 5 toughness worth of monster trophies or 1 gate trophy to gain 2 clue tokens. So he's going to spend his gate trophy, and he's going to get 2 clue tokens in return, while the boffins at Miskatonic University try to work out what's going on. He now has 3 clues. So there we go. Well done, Charlie. Well done. You're trying your best. Right, that's it for Charlie. Next up, it's Hank. And here we are with Hank. So he doesn't have any money to actually do the box text, but he can have an encounter. So that is the purple Rivertown deck. So here that is, and we'll do a quick cut, and let's have a look at the general store. It's quite a long one, so that should be coming up on your screen anytime. I'll give it a read. The shopkeeper notices one of the items you're carrying and his face lights up. Say, I've been looking for one of those. You wouldn't mind parting with it, would you? I can pay well. You may sell any one of your common items for twice its listed price. Ooh, let's Let's have a look what he's got. He has food. And why not? I mean, it does reduce stamina loss by 1, but you know, so what? We'll sell it. It will get us $2. So it must be something really funky he's got off his farm, yeah? I don't know, some really amazing apples that they grow on the farm or whatever, and the shopkeeper really wants them. So we'll put that in the discard, and he gets $2 for his lunch. Right, oh, so that's $2 for Hank. Hoping for something a little bit better, but at least nothing bad happened. Alright. Okay, that's it. But that $2, actually, that if he does go up to Arkham Asylum, that will pay for him to get all of his sanity back. So that's not too bad, not too bad. Okay, that's it for Hank. That's it for the Arkham Encounter phase. And there's nobody in another world. So, yes, it's straight to the Laugh and Chuckle phase. And here we are at the Laugh and Chuckle phase. We love it. Monster Surge, that's what we want. Finger of power. Right, let's see what it is. Are we ready? Let's have a look. It's a bloody gate at the Black Cave. No! Oh, cobblers. Yeah, this should be, the magic of editing should be showing this card now. Yeah, so we've got a thing at the Black Cave. The other thing I've quickly looked at is monster movement. We do not have square monster movement, although that hexagon had me going for a minute. So, yeah, Black Cave. We need a gate. Gate are we going to get? We are going to get, oh, a lurker at the threshold gates. What is it? And it's another moving gate. You are joking me. You are absolutely joking me. And it's going to move as well. It's to the Dreamlands. You can't seal it, and it's going to move. That's bad. Couldn't be much worse. We are going to lose this game. Alright, we need a monster. And what have we got? A proto-shoggoth, a red monster. So, there we go. Should come up on the screen. Proto-shoggoth. -2 to sneak past. It's a diamond monster. It's got physical resistance. Great. The thing roiled and bubbled malignantly as it pointed down the street towards us, its eyes appearing and vanishing on its skin as it came. Oh no. Okay, horror check, +0, or lose 2 sanity if you fail. Combat check, +0, or you lose 2 stamina if you fail. And it's got 3 toughness, at least it's got 3 toughness. Awesome. Diamond monster, so it's not going to move. We could have done with it move. Oh no, we didn't want it moving. It'd have gone right next to Diana. So that's good. That's good that it's not moving. About the only thing that's good. Yeah, we've been unlucky this game. We have been unlucky this game. The 2, what is it? We've only had 2 lurker gates, haven't we? And both of them, oh no, 3. One was a split gate, and the other 2 have been moving gates, and they've stuffed us. Oh, cobblers. Right. What's next? Clue appears at the unnameable, but guess what? There's a gate at the unnameable, so a clue gets, like, destroyed at the unnameable. At least we picked up the clue before it got destroyed by the opening gate. And, right, monster movement. Hexagons, have we got any? No, we've just got a couple of non-moving crescent monsters. And the Shoggoth. Oh, and obviously the servitor of the outer gods up there. So, dash, triangle, star, that's fine. The only thing that's got a dash on it is the gate, which moves out into Rivertown. And guess what? Diana ends up in the Dreamlands. So where's that? That's over here. And she's delayed. Because it's come and it's just appeared next to her, sucked her through. She's delayed, she's been surprised by it. And yeah, that's even better, isn't it? So bango her chances of getting into the science building. And before Mark says anything, yes, it was worth taking a risk. I don't think anybody was thinking that was going to happen. Everybody was thinking the servitor of the outer gods was going to like land next to her. But bloody moving gate. I don't believe it. Straight to the bloody black cave as well. Never mind. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. She might find. She's got 4 clues now. She might find a clue in the other world. So we might get there already. And she's got find gate. So even though she's delayed, she'll be just like another investigator now. She'll spend 2 turns in another world rather than just 1. Because normally she just spends 1 because she's got find gate. But it's just like sending a normal investigator into another world. So it's not as bad as it could have been. If we wanted anybody sucked through a gate and put in another world and delayed, it's Diana because she's got that find gate spell. Right, what next? Ancient Whispers doesn't move because we haven't got crescent movement. And we're straight on to the card itself. Another environment. So, I think about the first 5 turns we didn't get a single environment card. And we've had pretty much nothing but since. So that gets rid of Gypsy Caravan. So that's no longer at South Side. We'll put that up here. And let's have a look. Students protest museum exhibit. Bloody students. They get a job. I don't know. Got nothing else better to do? Sponges. Only kidding. Only joking. Students out there. Alright, environment urban. The students of Miskatonic are stirred up by the disrespectful scavenging of a society's remains, by which they mean the visiting museum exhibit. Any investigator who ends his movement in the streets must make a fight -1 check and be delayed by throngs of protesters. What? No way. How are we going to move? Oh, we're alright. It's if they end their movement in a street. I thought it was like anybody moving into a street would have to make the check, but no. It's just if you end your movement in the street. So, yeah. We may as well. While the servitor of the outer gods is knocking around, we may as well stick to locations. So, and not end up in the streets. So this is going to take the place of, what was it they got rid of? Gypsy Caravan. It's not any particular street location, it's all over Arkham. So no need to put a marker out, a specific marker. We'll just put this over there. Alright, appalling turn. We couldn't really get much done because of our well-documented movement problems. So I was just hoping to hoover up a few clues, get a monster surge, set Hank on the monsters. Hopefully he'd get his 5 toughness, possibly 10 toughness. You know, if we get a load of monsters like grouped together somewhere, then he could get 4 clues, you know, if he got 10 toughness worth. But, no. We get a gate in the Black Cave, which... Doom. So we're on 10 Doom. Next Doom, Rantagoth wakes up. And, yes, that's bad. So we need a lot of monster surges now. A lot of monster surges and some sort of clue miracle. We're pretty much lost, I think. Rantagoth is going to wake up. And I think his attack is, he sort of drains blood. Which is nice, isn't it? And it's a stamina attack. So we might have to start sending people. We're not too bad on the stamina front, actually. It's only Hank, I think. Hank's on 4 out of 6 stamina. Everybody else has got full stamina. So perhaps Hank can make it to St Mary's Hospital. Yeah, it's a stamina attack for Rantagoth. And and we'll be using the epic battle cards, which are a pain. They're not a pain to... It's fine, you know, if you're just playing the game. If you're playing the game normally, they're fine. They're a pain in the ass for me because I'll be videoing it. Yeah. So that's a real downer. He's physically immune as well, Rantagoth. How many weapons have we got that are magic? How many weapons have we got that are magic? 1, 2, 3. We've only got 3 weapons that are magic. We could have done with 4. We've got 3. Yeah, bummer. But one of them is very, very powerful. But I'm not so sure. I'll have to read up whether you can use it in the battle against the Ancient One, though. It has to be refreshed. I think so. I think you still have your focus during an epic battle. So, yeah. It just means, I think so, yeah. We just won't be able to move our whoever has it won't be able to move their focus. So that'll probably be Hank. I'm wondering, does your personal story kick in during epic battle? Again, probably does, doesn't it? So as soon as Hank fails a combat check against it, yeah, if we give Hank the brazier, plus 8 dice, he's got 5 fight, that's 13 dice. Yeah, we might have to do that. We might have to do that and just go full Hank. He's got the obsidian statue, hasn't he? We gave him that. And that can cancel all stamina or sanity loss being dealt to you from one source. So that'll give him, I think that'll give him an extra round at least, won't it? He'll be able to cancel one of the attacks. It doesn't say on it, just checking the card, doesn't say on it that if it doesn't work against an Ancient One in the final battle, it'll actually say on the card. And it doesn't say on that card, so we can use the obsidian statue. So, yes, it looks like we're going to be counting on Hank with the brazier of souls to get us out of this one. The rest will try and chip in where they can, I think. I think we'll give Charlie the next best weapon, which is probably the Gladius of Carcosa. And either Jenny or Diana can have the enchanted knife. Before you start an epic battle, you can... It counts as all the investigators are together, so they can all trade freely. And yeah, looks like I'm going to have to be reading up on that, because I don't think we're going to survive much longer before Rantagoth comes out. At least there is only one cultist on his sheet. So that essentially gives him an extra doom. So he's got 12 doom for the purposes of the final battle, times 4, because we've got 4 investigators. That's 48 doom that we've got to get rid of. 48 hit points, essentially. He can regain hit points, because once he starts bloody draining people of stamina, then he starts getting hit points back, I believe. Yeah, for each stamina that he drains. So it's not even for each investigator that he kills. It's each stamina he takes off them. You add a doom token, which is essentially, because there's 4 investigators, it's 4 extra hit points. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna even with the Brazier of Souls and Hank, we might give him a good run, but I don't think we'll win. He's essentially getting a health refill every time he drains somebody's blood. What a horrible monster. What a horrible ancient one. And what, you know, the Doom track as well, 11. This is a real nasty piece of work, and they give him a really short Doom track. That's one of the shortest Doom tracks in the game. I think there's only Yig that's got a shorter Doom track. Bloody moving gate. Getting 2 of them. I wouldn't mind if it had been a normal gate and stayed in the Black Cave. Fine. Not bothered. But, yeah. Looks like it's going to end. And we've only got 2 seals, unfortunately. I don't think we'll get a 3rd seal. Unless we get a lot of monster surges. Alright, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I want to take this footage, put it in the computer, and then go off to a corner, curl up in a ball, and cry. Alright. Thank you so much. Mind you, hang on. Before I finish off, there's not anything I've forgotten, is there? No, I don't think so. Don't think so, we're fine. That monster, the Proto-Shoggoth, didn't move. I think we've caught anything. But, as always, if you've noticed a mistake, please let me know. And I will try and correct it for next turn. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the subscriptions. Thank you for all the views. And thank you for all the likes. And even the dislikes, because you're still watching, aren't you? Okay, anybody who's been across the BGG to like the video threads over there, to post a comment or drop Geek Gold, anything of that nature, thank you very much. And again, huge thanks to those of you that have gone to the KoFi.com page for CatWeazle and supported the channel. Tip me a brew. God bless you. Thanks very much. And yeah, that's it for a rather horrible episode 10. At least Hank sold his apples, eh? At least is that. At least Hank got a good price for his apples. Alright. I hope to see you for episode 11. Until then, this is me, CatWeazle, saying toodaloo.